Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Fountains of Cathaidra, brought to you by the Bountiful Bards. Hey, Miranda, guess what?
What?
This is episode 50.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that insane?
That is insane.
I do
You're
count
insane.
the recap episode, because, yes, it was an episode. Even in anime, there's episodes where they recap and go back over everything, usually because of budgeting issues and they need to pad time. However, this is our 50th episode, and I think it's very good that we're going to be starting it with combat. Murder. And we have a sponsor for this episode. Are you ready?
We do?
We do.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you, did I?
No.
Okay. Well, we're going to get right into battle. So because of that, this pre-battle is brought to you by the YouTube channel, The Bardic Mirror. Tired of the same old generic Victorian art strung up with copy and paste free royalty music from long dead composers? Tired of hearing the same thing over and over again, clicking on different links for different YouTube channels? You want something new and filled with life while you weave your nightly depression into a creative funscape for your player/DM? Well, look no further than the Bardic Mirror.
I'm flattered. That's amazing.
I just typed that up while you were over there doing that. You can find it, and she will be posting her new song later this week, right? Yes, maybe?
That was the plan. I have to put it together after this. I gotta run through it and make sure all the levels are happy, because mastering is the hardest part of music mixing.
Of course it is. Now, would you name it originally before we came up with a different name?
I don't know. I think I called it D major into D minor shift.
Yeah, you named it
with
after
B
your notes
flat
or something,
major.
yeah. And so we came up with the Endless Stairway.
No, you just said, name it this. I was like, eh.
Oh, okay.
I'm not very creative when it comes to naming my songs for the most part, unless it just like has a name that it just sounds like, because I'm just like, this is what it is. I'm like, Connor, please name this for me, because I don't know what to call it.
Right, and I like to think of myself as a master namer, among other limited titles of master that I have.
Yeah, you do.
Easy.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to get into combat. Are you ready for this?
I hope so. We'll
As I
find
look
out.
away from my mic, probably throwing off the sound.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It picks up pretty decent.
Once more to set the scene, Leah, you were sent away with the rest of your family to separate cities across the country. I'm sorry.
Separate cities across the states, plains.
The slithering cities of cessation.
Oh boy.
Okay, anyways.
Audition is gonna just murder us.
Right, across. It's gonna turn into a Decepticon and be like, oh, okay, say an S now
I've
without
had
your
enough
tongue.
with your sibilants.
Now, sent across to the 4 other cities of Cathaidra. Hilvain, Unbrecken, Etchings, and the one that you decided to go towards, Easeway. A city once known for the breadbasket and hard worker for the rest of the civilized road is now known for its strong laborers, but also a little bit of a seedier underside as well. There's several portions of the city that you might not want to go to after dark, but we'll get more to that when we arrive. Upon teleporting to your new place, you find that you are surrounded in this village, this ruined village, surrounded by a octet of bandits ready to pick you clean and do whatever they wish to do with somebody who just randomly shows up. What does Leah look like right now as she stands in this soft downpour of rain in this forest?
Extremely annoyed.
Is her hood up?
Oh yeah.
What color's the cloak?
Probably like a shifting kind of greenish gray, because that's sort of like the sludge that she's standing in.
Right. And then you got a bag of holding, and I never told you what it looked like or anything. What does Leah's bag of holding look like? Is it a side satchel? Is it a backpack? What is it? Is it a fanny panty?
I was going to say a fanny pack, you mean?
A fanny pack,
a
yeah.
Fantasy fanny pack? I was actually about to say that as a joke.
I would allow that.
I think it's like...
I mean, my main character in my book has that.
I think it's a crossbody bag kind of thing, because she wants to be able to hang on to it.
Like, uphorsing the bales.
Bandolier. Yeah, it's like that. Like the one that I take whenever we go someplace, and I need to make sure all my stuff is like really squared away.
Gotcha. So it's a leather strap going across underneath your cloak and fastened to your side hip, right? Okay.
Yep. So I always know where it is, and I can tell if anybody tries to tug on it or something.
Does it also probably, even though it does have the side slash, it also is attached to your belt as well, so it's extra security?
Yeah, it's got like that, it's got like a belt loop, essentially, in the back.
Right.
That I can, like, run a clip, like a thing through to just, like, hang it on to me.
How's Leah's hair? What did we do with her hair this morning before she went on this trip?
It's braided back.
I feel like we're like at like if we could afford artist, we would have a new art design after all her upgrades and stuff, so... Upgrade it's braided back in the tight braid.
Yeah.
Like starts at the top of the hair.
French braid, yeah.
A French braid? Okay.
Keeps it out of the way. It just like it captures all the little scraggly hairs that show up. It's easy to do. Leah doesn't spend a lot of time on, things like that.
Right. But that's what makes her more appealing.
Oh, does it? Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, well, I mean, since she is based after my wife, of course I do. If I was in this fantasy world of Cathaidra as some lovable monk around that age, I would probably be wholeheartedly enthralled and very adequately ignored. Which is fine. Now, that being said, we've set the tone. You have your pendant around your neck that you can summon forth. Your symphony of ivory if you wanted to. You have on your... Don't you have a sword? We gave you a rapier at some point.
I think so.
Why not? Why would you be out in the wild without a sword?
Yeah, I don't... Flute, lute, lyre, she can use all those things. I don't remember if she probably has something pokey.
Right. Now remember, all your instruments are going to be in your bag of holding now. Yep. And in the world of Cathaidra, I just wanted to remind you, you might want to be in a... Like, go to your room to pull out your instrument. Don't just don't pull a lute out of your pocket. El kabong! All right. So we started initiative last round. This group versus you, and you got the higher roll. So Leah, standing there, surrounded, white noise in your ears, instinct and anxiety and adrenaline on peak form. What would you like to do for your first turn?
Okay, I'm going to... Are they moving towards me?
They are slowly coming out of these hodgepodge. You have like 1, 2, 3, about 6 ruined buildings that you're surrounded by. Leah, you understand that now, even though I didn't describe that last episode. This is a village that you just appeared in, an old ancient village that was forgotten. All the thatched roofs are gone. All you have is the stone standings. And it seems out of each doorway, or each building, these bandits have started coming out, pulling out scimitars. And to the left of you, east of you on the map, there seems to be one fella that is shouting for the others to like start surrounding you using his fingers to try and motion and tell them what to do. You kind of assume that he is the leader. So they are slowly coming out, not running towards you, but they're trying to stoke your fear because maybe they enjoy that sort of thing. Vile men.
Which way is where I'm supposed to go?
Towards the city? Mm-hmm. Oh, you have no idea. You are disoriented. You have no idea which way you're facing now. I can have you roll a free check if you would like to try and figure that out. Yeah,
just to get like my north, south, east, west bearing.
Give me a nature check.
Okay. I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't have any idea. Right now you're focused on these bandits, and I want you to give me an insight check just so I can provide the next bit of information.
Nope. Nat 1, baby.
Nat 1? Okay.
I don't know a damn thing.
You're definitely panicked, and you do feel like these bandits are they're about to kill you or worse.
Oh, I don't think they're going to kill me because I'm going to...
Kill them?
Yes, and they aren't going to or worse me because I'm going to or worse them first.
Ooh,
so...
God, yes! That's so metal!
So, okay. No, the only reason I was asking is because I'm trying to get them to come at me from a specific direction. Oh, so...
Just to reiterate... You are about an 8-hour walk from Easeway. So you're in the middle of the woods, seemingly by yourself.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to... Because I'm right smack in the middle of these suckers.
You sure are.
Let's see. And each square is...
Each square is about 5 feet, but this map's a little off with the grid. So, I would just use this thing. And about as far as you can go is 30 feet. So this circumference about right there. I don't know if you can see that or not.
No.
Okay,
can you see the...
Don't worry about it.
Can you see that
yes, I can.
Okay, cool. That's where I'm going to have her move up that direction.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move her up that direction. Go ahead. Can you drag and drop her?
I'm going to try.
We're using Roll20 for anybody that's curious. There you go.
Good?
Yes.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do, because I need to funnel them. I'm going to create a murder funnel.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to then cast, let's see, this is one action, 10 feet, instantaneous, because it's very muddy and very gross and stuff right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast in front of me Earth Tremor.
Okay.
It is
what is the radius of Earth Tremor?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Mm-hmm. So it's a You cast a tremor in the ground in a 10-foot radius, which technically means it is 20 feet across.
Okay.
So 20-foot diameter.
So let's say it's 10 feet. Say that one more time.
It's 20 feet across. Holy shit, this is way bigger than I thought it was.
There you go.
Good grief, it's enormous. So what that does is it will make that difficult terrain, because this is all loose everything, and plus I'm picturing because it's muddy and raining, it's even worse.
Oh, okay.
So it's very, very difficult.
How do you cast that?
Low notes.
From your Symphony of Ivory?
Of course.
Okay, you dart off to the side as they all watch, and their beady eyes watch you as you go across. You have a few dwarfs, some dirty elves, maybe even a half-orc, and the rest are human. And as they watch you stand up, you run over to the side, and then sweeping your hand out from your pendant, you bring forth your illuminated Symphony of Ivory and play the low notes, and the ground before you begins to tremble and churn as you want it, making it like that.
Yeah. And then, but it keeps
each pulse,
playing.
and it just keeps building and building. I got you.
And then even once I'm done with it, the notes are still like somewhere there in the background, just kind of hovering.
Right.
So now it is difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they have to be in it to take. I think they have to be in it when I cast it to take any damage.
Perhaps read the spell real quick and just make sure.
Well, it says everyone but you is a dexterity saving throw. So I didn't capture anybody in it.
No.
Currently. Well, if I shifted it a little over, that guy that's on the left on my screen would probably be caught in it.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to shift it a little bit?
Yeah, because I didn't realize how large it was.
I mean, this is pretty unfair, actually. You got a bunch of these dirty people versus a magic user. It's 8-on-1.
Yeah,
he's definitely caught in it, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yep, a dexterity saving throw.
All right. As you cast this Earth Tremor and catch somebody in it, he will definitely have to make a dexterity saving throw. Where did my little DM monster sheet vanished, but I have it right here. Don't you worry. I don't know where it went. It's very strange. Dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
15.
He rolls an 11. So how much damage does he take?
He takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage, and he is prone.
All right, we're going to make him prone.
So he takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and he's laying down in the mud. God, he's got to be really annoyed now if he wasn't before.
Oh yeah, he's annoyed. I'm annoyed too because this didn't, the health didn't go down like I wanted it to.
Okay, and then I don't think I have anything else that is a bonus action that I want to do, because everything else is action. Dun dun dun.
No bonus actions.
No, I think the only thing I have as a bonus action is Healing Word, which I don't need yet, and Inspiration is a bonus action, right?
Yes.
But I don't need it. I'm not going to waste it.
And you can't inspire yourself yet.
Lame.
At later levels, I think you can.
I think so, too.
Okay, then. So that's as far as you're going to go for your turn?
Yeah, I should be roughly 30 feet from where I was, give or take.
Yes.
And I'm going to take, so if I'm not, I'm going to move just a smidge back so I'm behind it a little bit. But,
okay.
Yeah, I've created that trap for them. And I'm also hoping that because it's, rainy and gross, that they won't be able to tell that it's really bad until they're in it.
Right, absolutely.
Because, the whole area is pretty messed up, so I'm hoping that it just kind of... They heard weird noise, and they're like, what the heck? And Dave fell over.
So,
damn it, Dave.
The one that you knocked over is going to try and get back up, and he uses half his movement to do that, and then to reach you, he is going to be just outside of you right there. He can't get much further than that. Because his movement speed
is halved because of this difficult terrain. Plus, he already used half his movement to get up.
Absolutely, you did right. So, none of them were able to reach you this time. However, 3 of them do have sights on you and can use their crossbows to try and hit you. So,
do they have any disadvantage because of the rain in my cloak? Just asking, not trying to... Because it's bad weather, and I'm wearing my cloak that blends in with the terrain.
I'm going to... Should I give you extra AC, or should I give you... Or should I give you disadvantage? I think extra AC. I think it's half cover, maybe?
You could treat it as cover, I suppose.
Yeah, see.
Or just with disadvantage because it's a difficult target to hit.
It's true.
That seems logical to me, is that it's just a difficult target to hit.
I'll give you half cover, which is +2 to your AC, which brings it to what?
19.
19. I mean, hey, it's hard to beat that, right?
No.
All right, so 1 light crossbow. See if that... Whoop. Excuse me. I dropped my dice. Let's see. That is going to be a 13 plus 3. That misses. That is going to be a 3 plus 3. That misses. And that's going to be a 9 plus 3. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Leah, as they all come flying towards you, 2 of them go arcing up over you. One, you can actually hear the shaft go by the side of your head. It wasn't that close, but it was like right off your left shoulder. They are not messing around, especially after showing that you are capable of magic. It seems like they want to take any pretty things that you currently have on your person and dispose of them.
They shot my hair.
They sure did. This one is going to use his, since he cannot take a attack, he's going to see you go that way north, and he's going to try and cut you off guard. Running behind the building that you're now squeezed in between, he's going to try and take off behind the building to get to you. But now it's your turn again. Tell me, what would you like to do?
Okay, let me do some measuring here.
No, Leah, you fully understand that this is seems to be like a fight for your life kind of thing.
I know exactly what it is. Don't worry. Why do you think I'm measuring?
I'm doing that mainly for,
this is
the tension at home.
So 20-foot sphere.
What's a 20-foot sphere? Ooh, I wonder.
Fireball.
It should be dampened because it's in water. No, I'm joking.
Then I'll change it to electricity.
You can get around the edge of your earth tremor. Looks like you can hit. Let's see how many people. Oh, you got to go a little further because it may hurt you. So right there, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't see
5,
if you're doing
6. I'm counting. So you can literally hit anybody in that vicinity, but the captain and the guy that ran to the left. So
that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And as soon as I launch it, I'm going to, because that's a bush I'm next to. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's a tree.
Or tree. Okay. So I'm gonna hit as many as I can in that. And then I'm going to duck behind the tree.
Okay. I didn't ask where my friends were. I said I cast Fireball.
Yeah. Going to cast Fireball.
Okay. What do you play to have Fireball be cast?
F sharp minor.
What does that sound like?
And then I'll do like a super rippling arpeggio of like crazy stuff.
Yeah, as you do that and as your fingers move across the keys, you look down and see the tips of your fingers are glowing with that same imprint that Regis Steele told you about when it comes to messing with things that are incorporeal. You didn't notice it before, but now you do. And with each time you hit the notes, they build into this little bitty bead of reddish sphere of light in front of you. And as you hit the final note, it goes arcing forward, hitting the area, and there's an erupted force that the intense heat just blows back all the falling rain in the facility with, just a few seconds before it continues to fall again, because that's how much force is erupting outwards. And I will need to make a dexterity saving throw for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individuals. What's your save?
16 or 15.
Okay, so 2 make it so far. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Does cutting words work as a...
Ooh, read it and tell me.
I don't remember. Look, I'm trying not to flip back and forth too much.
Well, just do the flippies. It'll be okay.
Cutting words...
This is real D&D. You got to flip paper and drop dice.
Subtract the number... I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
They'll still take a decent chunk of damage.
Yeah, well, 2 of them succeeded, but the other ones, I rolled 2 natural ones and a 3, so that's going to fail. So I'm going to say the 2 closest to you are going to succeed and the rest fail. Roll me that dice.
Okay. Oh, you are going to be unhappy, Connor.
Why am I unhappy, Miranda?
That is a lot of 5s and 6s.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it.
I almost got max damage.
Was it 66?
8d6.
What is that? 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42.
So I got 3 5s and 4 6s.
Well, how much altogether?
Well, I was going to. You just started counting and then it threw me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Math is not our best.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, plus the Symphony of Ivory gives me +1. So 40 damage.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't even matter if they saved. Their health is so high or so low. It is nothing more than a obliteration of an entire team. A carnage. As I put little bitty X's on all of these. Miranda's body count is constantly growing, but it's not the kind you think about. as there is an explosion and all of these bodies are knocked askew and away. There is a crater in the ground, and where the portal pad that you appeared on, so many P's, is now wiped clean because you can't destroy magical artifacts, and is actually sitting back upright like it's supposed to. The force of it just made it level out, as all of these bodies are now just charred in the rain.
I feel like I've solved several problems with that. And then I'm going to duck behind the tree like I said I was going to.
Okay.
And try to hide.
Okay, you can't hide, unfortunately, game mechanic-wise, but I understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it difficult for the guy who's running around and the captain. And, well, I'm not going to be, like, so far behind the tree. Like, I'm going to be kind of, like, back a ways from it, so I can still see the road, so I still have an angle on anybody who comes towards me.
I gotcha.
But, like, enough that I'm also difficult.
Now, this fella is going to be able to get to you. He actually uses his action to dash, and he can use his full 60 feet of movement to get right up to you. He is blisteringly mad. He has no idea what just happened. The entire team just been turned on his head, and he is not happy in the slightest. And you can see that the captain has walked out and is kind of looking around and seeing what happened to his men. The guy can't do anything to you because that's the end of his turn. So it is now your turn again. What would you like to do?
I would like to use...
He comes walking up to you in this nasty scimitar out, and he's like, "You stupid bitch. You just ruined everything."
You know, I hear that a lot. I'm going to use vicious mockery on him.
Okay.
Be like, well, maybe if you were better at your existence, you wouldn't have such a problem with this. Like, all of you against the little girl, and, I mean, all of what remains of you. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Jesus, are we the baddies? He fails his wisdom saving throw with a 9.
He gets 1d4 psychic damage, plus 1, because thank you, my keyboard of wrath.
Okay.
Wherever I put my cantrips. 4 damage, and he has...
4 total?
Yeah, 4 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on the next attack roll that he makes.
Okay.
And then I think that's it that I've got for... Because I can't... Because if I move out of his range, he'll attack, and I'm fine. You know, it's whatever.
It is whatever, so it is his turn, and he only gets to attack once with his scimitar, and he has to do it with disadvantage, because Miranda says, "Fuck you."
Correct.
Actually, you said something far worse, and now I'm slightly terrified. So terrified, in fact, that I, as the DM, rolled another natural 1. This die is going in jail.
Did he cut his own foot off?
No, he didn't, but he definitely goes to swing at you like he's supposed to, but you saying that just rocked his mind. You know, not only did it hit him psychologically in the damage range, but he doesn't know what he's doing right now, and he's considering, he's like, his head's looking left and right. He's thinking about probably running. The captain is going to, now that he has seen what his men look like, he is going to try and make it over there to you guys.
He gets half speed in that.
Absolutely. So when coming through this muck that you've created, you know, you just taken this already soft soil and made it into just a soup. It trudges and his boots are sucking, and one of his boots actually comes off because it wasn't tied on correctly as he comes stepping over a big, burly, older looking man. He looks more angry than the guy you're currently fighting. But that's going to be into his turn. It's back to you, Leah.
Okay. I'm going to... Let's see. Do I have anything that's got, like, really fun kablooey stuff?
More than likely.
I do, but, like, I want to capture as many of them as possible in it.
Yeah. I cast Chain Lightning.
I don't have that spell, because otherwise I absolutely would have.
Not yet.
Let's see, what does that do?
Once again, this battle is brought to you by the Bardic Mirror found on YouTube. What? No, you're fine. Take your time.
I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Who does?
The guy directly in front of me.
Okay. He fails once again.
Great. He is going to take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far away from me as possible.
Well, roll the 3d6 first and see if he survives.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay. As you hold your fingers out in a wicked gnarl and playing the cord with your other hand, you send the energy up through one palm, in your arm, across your chest, and then out the other. And these little purple tendrils lance out like tiny little sparks of lightning and collide with the fella's head, and his eyes roll back instantly in his head, and he falls down dead.
Well, sucks to be him. I am going to then move I need to turn that to pan. Pan. Select. Move. Because he can, let's see, you said these squares are about 5?
Yeah, they're 5-ish feet.
Okay, so I need to move. Because I haven't moved at all yet, and now he's dead, so I'm going to go over there.
Okay, go over there.
Wee! Like right at the edge of my movement, essentially.
Oh, goodness, yeah, and you're almost at the edge of the map. I didn't get enough map for this.
Well, I'm just trying to make this as difficult as possible for the guy.
Absolutely.
Yep, and then ready for him to, because like either he can run up to me and hit me, or he can dash and then can't do anything. So that's
right,
fine.
And as he's backing off into the woods, this fella is definitely enraged, and he seems like his eyes are just a snarled yellow, and his eyeballs, his pupils are just completely dilated. You don't even see any color; it's just a solid black. But he is able, unfortunately, to reach you finally. And the bandit captain comes with a little bit more pack in his punch, as he can make 3 melee attacks against you.
I'm going to cutting words, the one that looks the most dangerous.
I got you. I will tell you as the dice fall.
I guess I roll my 1d8 and.
Well, hold on. Let's see. I gotta tell you if it hits or not. Then you can do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is going to be an 18 plus 5.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Do you want to use your cutting words? Would your math be able to stop that?
Well, I rolled an 8, which is perfect on it.
Okay.
So 18
plus
so
5
that drops it to 10.
is
15, and my AC now with my lovely little shirt is 17.
So 23 subtract 8?
Yeah, well, because you said it was
15,
18 plus 5, so 10, and then plus 5, so yeah.
So he goes to bring it up the scimitar and goes to bring it down, and you let a note ring from your mouth, just something that sounds very much ethereal. And it doesn't even sound like a human can make that kind of noise, but as you do, it comes out, the energy up to your hand, and like the maestro in a concert, you guide his blade away from the killing stroke of your neck into the ground. Pissed, he turns and snatches it out of the mud and tries to go with an upward cut. He's going to try and roll.
It's great because it's like such like you make it sound so mystical when what she was saying in magic language without realizing it is "Don't hit me,
don't hit me, please hit there, miss my neck, no despair." So I don't know why I started singing. A 10's not going to hit.
Nope.
So as that, and he misses, he's going to use his offhand to pull and try and cut you with his dagger. That one is actually going to hit.
And I'm going to smile when he does.
All right, he goes and he goes for a cut, and this time he's going to get you along your left forearm. It is definitely a nasty cut or possibly a nasty scar that's coming. However, it is just a dagger, so let me get that little measly D4 out.
D4. You're not a rogue,
2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage you take. And it is your turn again as you smile and look down at your arm where he has cut you.
That kind of like, when Marisha was boxing and she's hit her in the face and she grins.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of look.
That's what I wanted. I've been waiting for that hit.
Oh, thank you. Finally, one of you managed it. Okay, I'm going to... Oops, I have pen all over me now. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at him.
Oh, that close? What's the saving throw on that?
It's just a hit.
Okay, that's fine. Cast Chromatic Orb. What does he have to do?
He doesn't have to do anything. I have to see if I hit him, and I'm going to cast it at 2nd level.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I have to hit? Is plus 8. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 plus. So 22 to hit.
22 is definitely going to hit him.
Okay, so 22
I think so. Anyways, let me see. Yeah, with a AC you're looking for is a 15.
And so that is going to, it says it is, the damage increases by 1d8 for each slot level above first.
Okay,
so since I cast it at 2nd level, so that's 2d8, and I'm going to use lightning damage because we're in the rain.
Okay.
Maybe I'll drop his weapon like in Tears of the Kingdom.
Because he is damp, I am going to say both he and you, if you were to be hit by lightning, are going to get the opposite of resistance, whatever that is.
Vulnerability.
Yes, it's going to have vulnerability, which I believe is double damage, maybe?
4, 5. Wait, how many d8s is this sucker? So it's 3d8, so it's 68. 68. And then you double it. Is that what you said?
I think, let me read up on that real quick just to verify. Vulnerability in 5e.
Oh, man. He's going to have a real bad day.
The damage type is doubled.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
32
points of lightning damage.
As he cuts your arm, you look down and you smile at him, and as you do so, your blood begins to spark with electricity as it all begins to gather in your hand, rosin gun style. But instead of throwing it, he is right there, so you uppercut him with his fistful of spheric lightning in your hand, and it collides, and you watch his whole body just go rigid. And yes, he does drop both of his weapons right below him, and he's definitely going to waste one of his attacks, multi-attacks, as you get to pick it up on his next turn. He looks rough, charred about halfway through, and he collapses to the ground down on one knee. But is that going to be the end of your turn?
I'm going to, because I'm hoping that is enough. Like, we'll see what happens.
He's theatrically prone.
No, I understand. I understand. I'm hoping that, like, because I do need to move, so I'm going to move anyway, because it'll waste his reaction.
Right, which he's going to take an opportunity of an attack, which is going to be a 14 plus 5. Is that 19?
Yeah, so that'll hit, but that's okay.
Okay, so
I'm going to go back to my earth.
Okay, so and it's the same with you as well. If you get into that earth, is it also for everybody that gets into it? It's difficult
Well, it
terrain?
said originally for me it wasn't, so I'm not sure.
Read through it real quick while I roll your damage of 4 points of slashing damage
because
from his scimitar.
It says that everybody except for me has to roll a dexterity saving throw, so I don't know if...
and then it becomes rough terrain?
Yeah, so which is fine. I don't mind like being in difficult terrain for myself.
All right, I think that is for everybody. Okay.
So I'll go stand on top of this guy's corpse.
He is definitely upset. He is going to stand up. Like I said, get off the knee. He's not prone. He still has his full movement. And he is going to come charging after you after picking up both of his weapons. He goes, we were just about to have the next score, and then you had to show up and do this to my men. I'm going to make you scream. I'm going to keep you at this until the end of the night, and then I'll slit your pretty little throat. And he's going to try and get closer and closer to you, but he's not close enough to attack. It's your turn again.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right. He has to roll a...
Wisdom.
Saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, this is brutal. Where did we step from? This isn't Cathaidra. This is Dark Souls. He fails. Okay.
So he will take 3d6 damage. Okay. And he has to move away from me.
Okay, so 3d6 damage.
Yep. 7 points of damage.
Total?
7 points of psychic damage, and he has to move away from me as far as he can.
Okay, so he is definitely, after that, he is going to move away from you as far as he can. He gets about right there. Is that going to be the end of your turn?
And then I'm going to shuffle backwards about to there.
Okay, the bandit captain turns back around at you and looks around at all his men and sees that, for some magical means he couldn't control through compulsion, he was able to push himself away. He's like, you're exactly what the church always warned us about. Filthy magic user, I'll have you for this. And then he is going to turn and double dash into the woods.
How far is his double dash?
He gets 60 feet.
Great. Fireball is 150 feet.
Jesus Christ. As he goes running into the woods, full tilt, trying to run away. On your turn, you cast Fireball again. Yep. Oh, wow. Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, 8d6 plus 1.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not risking this. Are you
For
nuts?
everybody at home, I did not have their health for one person either. They're all at full health that she's fighting here. What have I created?
Oh, honey. 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, 4, 5. I think that one's a 4.
Once again, this combat is brought to you by
6. Okay, let me add these up. Hang on, I'm adding, all right? Just a lot of numbers. So we got a 10, 10. So 20, 32, 38, 39, 40, 40, 42, 43 points of fire damage.
As he says that and turns to run away, you think to yourself for a moment, maybe the church has some, evidence to what they believe. As you turn your finger out, play the necessary chords as he goes running into the woods, completely vanishing from your sight. You hear the trudging, and then And that's going to be the end of our combat.
Look, I don't like to leave ends. No
oh yeah,
resets.
that would have been bad if he got away. He would have definitely, went to somebody.
I know.
But
not anymore.
Leah, as your heart's beating, as you try to take some deep breaths to steady yourself, I need you to roll for me let's go a wisdom saving throw for theatrical reasons. I want to see if you're able to hold in your, off-put panic, because let's be honest, you have been through some stuff, but this is the first time you've been in this type of scenario.
18. I guess Leah's totally cool with killing people.
You take a few deep breaths, and you realize, and to conceptualize it to yourself, as all sentient beings can reason anything for themselves. Did you commit murder? Or did you get justice for innocent individuals on the roadway? You look around and see that, their bedrolls and everything have been here for quite some time. They've made makeshift lean-tos to stay out of the rain, and all of these different... they've set up shop here. And roll me an insight check.
Nat 20! Man, that would be hilarious if that fireball were nat 20.
They are probably not too far from any roadway where they can go and just pick off travelers. So, yeah, you may feel a little guilt that there's deaths. But you also understand the type of world you live in. And you also understand that they've been here for a while. The Lance has not been able to find them. And more than likely, you did your country a service.
I feel like I committed self-defense is what I feel like I committed. Thank you.
Oh, what am I doing telling you what your character feels like? I should just ask you. I guess I'm just giving you tools, for that rationale. Not that you need them. This is D&D. You can be a murder hobo all you want.
I'm not being a murder hobo. They said they were going to, do horrible things to me. And I'm
they did.
Well, okay. Y'all come on, then.
I, as the omnipotent God, put them there for you to do this,
So it is really your fault. You are a cruel and whimsical God.
I sure am. Welcome to my game.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We call it free will. Good luck.
Are we sure that you're just not an archfey in disguise?
I could be. I could definitely. I don't have the hair for an archfey because I'm bald. I would
Maybe
have
that's
luscious blonde curly locks that goes down past my nipples.
Well, that's why you're a perfect archfey in disguise, because nobody would ever suspect that for that reason.
Stop it! You're flattering me.
Oh, stop it!
Back to the game.
Okay, sorry. This is your fault.
Now, Leah.
Yes. Prestidigitation, all the mud and stuff off of me.
Yeah, you do. Just a quick
recentering. And then I'm assuming one of the many things, because, Tamara Wicker, if she is based on my mother, would have been like, okay, here are 75 MREs and a compass, and this is a multi-tool. It will also murder anybody who looks at you the wrong way if you think about the word Othello. And then here is a Sudoku book I found because it might be interesting. But if you aren't into that, here are 3 books that I think you might find likely to read, and a crossword puzzle. Oh, and there's also a canteen for water. So I'm assuming at the very least I have a compass or something in there.
So anyways, roll a nature check with advantage.
I'm just trying to see if I can find which way
or
to
a
go.
Survival check with advantage.
Those are actually both very good. I rolled a 19 on the high one. Plus, let's see. Nature is +3. Ooh. Nature's +3. I didn't know that. And survival is +1. So I guess we'll go with nature?
You will go with survival.
Oh, okay. I will go with survival. It's a dirty 20.
It's like it mattered. You are aware, you said that Thiel, and you bring it up your map, Thiel said that she was going to put you on the edges of Shallow Root, which is a great big forest that's on the western side of Cathaidra. If you head east, you're going to hit the civilized road. There's just, there's no way around it. So you're going to need to quickly get your bearings. You look up in the sky and you judge the clouds, and you can tell by the way where the clouds are more alight which way the sun is rising, because right now it's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. And you know that if you head to your right, which is on this map to the east, you will eventually hit the civilized road.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception?
It's going to be 10 plus your perception score.
Perception. 11.
11. As you turn to go, something catches your eye. And you look over, and if you look back at the map, right here, this dead body of the one that the bandit that got closest to you, not the captain, There's an animal standing next to it, looking down and sniffing.
What kind of animal?
It is a, not mechanically large, but just a large boar of gristle brown and gray hair and tusks that seems to be sniffing like at the guard a little bit, and then like pushes at it, not in a caring way, but kind of a like, what the hell is this? Kind of
way.
Yeah, kind of like looking at it, like lifting it up, putting it back down, and then it turns to look at you, and you make eye contact with it, and then it turns and skitters away northward.
30 to 50 feral hogs?
No, not 30 to 50 feral hogs. You don't need a magical AK-47 or, you know, whatever.
It's my God-given right, my angel-given right to have a magical AK-47.
I have seen herds of hog.
Yeah, okay.
Wild.
Did it look like a normal one, or did it seem like
what do you mean by
too aware?
Leah, what do you mean by normal?
Like, did it look like a normal piggy, or did it seem like, you know, somebody pretending to be a piggy?
Give me a nature check.
18.
Seemed like a normal piggy.
Okay.
But
I'm suspicious.
what the fuck? Yeah, sus is still there. Like, that's strange, but at least it went the other direction.
Mad sus, bruh. Alright, well, I'm going to kind of be like, okay, alright, off we go. Trudging along to the supposed civilized road. Heading to Eastway.
Exactly. The rain continues to drizzle, but thankfully your magical cloak seems to be resistant to it. Not in any tactical aspect, but with the simple travel, the water seems to just bead right off. Several hours go by before the sheets decide that they are done and empty away. The sun begins to peek through the breaking of clouds. Being from the northern portion of the map, you are not used to the thickness of the southern air. Not as tumultuous as it could be, save for the hotter parts of the year, since you are currently in the early folds of what we would call spring in our world. But you can definitely feel a difference. It feels thick. As evening sets in, you finally have sights on the city of Eastway. Wait, cities? Plural? No. Just one. Though there are two sets of walls. On the right, as you head south, is the city. You can tell by the gate structure and the abundance of people walking around it. However, on the left is a walled castle. Both fortifications are built from dark purplish stone. You are unsure of what it is called. The difference between the two is that the castle is foreboding and void of life, and the other is streaming with individuals coming to and from the open gates. It is important to note you have not been alone for this time of travel, by the way. As you walk south, you are joined by a scattering of workers coming from the tree lines with axes or other ground tools from mines and such. And as you get closer to the city, you pass empty wagons, their goods sold at market, heading outward for the city, heading to their respective farms. Leah, welcome to your third city you've ever visited on the civilized road. Eastway.
And I would have been chatting with them and playing my lute and lyre just to, the workers, just to kind of like, because it's easier to blend in if you're just like that. So to get like a good vibe going.
A good vibe is what we'll have when we come back for our next episode. Welcome to Eastway. By yourself, no Jimothy. So far it seems like you can handle yourself. But let's see what kind of treacheries lie inside these city walls.
Tune in next time to see who else gets absolutely murdered.
Will Leah find Kazlan? Will Kazlan get his dream? Will Rysar get that acorn out of his tooth? Tune in next week.
Too many questions for us to know the answer.
Right. At least we won't do like Toonami and end an episode and then come back and play 3 episodes you've already seen so far and not a new one. Anyways, thank you for joining us, everybody. Say goodbye, Miranda.
Goodbye, Miranda.
Have a good day.